and welcome to the show. We are here today on a BeamNG Drive going to be, well, racing against the flood, but incrementally upgrading our cars as we go. We've done these before. It's very good fun, essentially. We are going to, well, run a race against the flood. But the flood is very quick. These cars will not make it. At the end of that race, the cars will get an upgrade. Depending on where they finish. First place gets no upgrades, bottom two places get a couple of upgrades, everyone else gets one. And we are gradually going to make our cars faster and faster and see who is going to be able to beat the flood. This is very, very difficult. Some differences for this one is that the vehicles, well, first of all, the vehicles had to be two-wheel drive. Mine is technically four-driven wheels, but it's not all-wheel drive in this one, so it has been allowed, and they're going to be remaining that throughout. So they cannot go all-wheel drive throughout this session. I am a little bit scared. My iron out here is really, so because the vehicles had to start off at less than 0.1 in terms of power-to-weight ratio, Gliska's had a really big bump. Oh dear. Okay, well, we've straightened up Gliska and we've not spun, so I feel like that's a win for all of us somehow through there. So yeah, my iron out is kind of a, this is crap, right? This is not going to be very good for this first round, but I can gradually convert it back towards a bolide and hopefully be better later on in the challenge. But I know it's going to suck to start with. The car is very difficult to drive in this sort of basic configuration. The back end is very wiggly and it loves to come around and say hello at every possible opportunity. I'm surprised we have got through this first section quite so well. We've got a couple of the trucks behind us. Amy is leading the way with the BX series. The flood is getting close though. The flood is getting close. We're going to send it for an overtake on Gliska. We've made it work. Just about, but the flood will claim us. Oh no, we've survived. We got a bit soggy, but we've survived for not for long. Not for long. We are gone. Ewan is gone. Further up. They're desperately clinging to life, and Amy has been claimed by the water, as has Absol. So Amy takes victory from Absol in Speed Beast. So Amy gets no upgrades and will start at the back of the field. And then there is various vehicles strewn around throughout here. Ewan was a little bit further down the road than me. We just escaped with the dive bomb on Gliska. Shadow and Rusty crashed into each other. Longbow and Danger Man Danger Man I think got involved in a crash at the start. They will get two upgrades though, and they will start from the front. So our Longbow's upside down over there. Yeah, bad things. Bad things happened to those two, but they will be in a strong place for the next round. So, upgrade time has taken place. There are a smattering of engine and suspension upgrades. Rusky's car has got some more racy suspension at the front. I have been quite different, although I'm not sure it's going to drive very nicely. Of course, we have removed the extra wheels at the back. Technically one upgrade, but I'm going to handle really weirdly. Now, of course, tyres are not going to be touched because we do have another rule regarding those. This challenge is very, very difficult to do, and previously we've banned slicks. This time around, we are allowing slicks. Basically, at the end of round 4, everyone is going to get slick tyres. The reason we're doing this is because slicks would just be the first thing everybody does, and yeah, that is it's the best way to, oh god, to balance it. We got tagged by Longbow. Oh no, I've got a tyre. A tyre's gone down. I'm not going to drive very well. There has been a kerfuffle off the start line. Ewan may have broken down. I think Ewan's blowing their engine up, quite possibly. We have a lot of power. We don't drive very well. We sort of wander over the road. Oh, no. We've gone again. No. It's fine. We've got it back again. Absol's vehicle doesn't look very healthy. My control issues are massive, so I don't have to deal with all of my like one upgrade has actually done a fair bit of difference because, of course, we can't have the normal engine in the back of it. However, it does drive terribly, and oh nope, the tyre having gone down is just really bad news for me. Yeah, there was unfortunately some problems at the start, and that has claimed the silly bolide. There's been a lot of problems at the start. Stevie's just got off from the lead of the race. Stevie's had a crash and sunk it. Rusky is leading the way from Danger Man. There was, shenanigans at the start. Shenanigans do unfold. Shadow is gone, and it is going to be Rusky versus Danger Man here as they accelerate up the hill. Danger Man's been caught by the water, and Rusky's been caught as well. About the same place that they all went. About the same place they all went in the previous one. Yeah. Well, we were always in trouble off the start line in that, unfortunately, for me. But it is the... well, it's all the trucks. Rusky with the D-Series. Well, Rusky with the D-Series, Shadow with the D-Series, and Danger Man all in the top 3. And it was a mess, unfortunately, further back. So, upgrades have been completed. Ewan has reinforced their engines so it doesn't blow up. There's some suspension upgrades, there's some power upgrades. Gliska has more power than me. There's some 300 odd horsepower running around in that Barstow. I mean, we have become a normal bolide here. Well, apart from the fact that it looks like it's a sort of a home-built one. Someone's been working in their shed with the front end. But I have got normal suspension all around. I mean, in theory, we're in a pretty good place here. The only downside, of course, is, I say, traffic. Oh, we have launched well. We are to the inside of everybody. God, okay, we have launched really well. We don't have the most power here, but we are relatively light in this one. The Speed Beast has had a tremendous shunt. We have got off and underway. Something's happened to Shadows. I don't know what happened back there. We've got a lot of understeer in this one that I've got to be very mindful of. I am kind of going for Shadows got killed by some lag, which unfortunately we have got quite a lot of people running up here, and yeah, that is something that can occur. Now, this has gone very, very well for me. Oh, it has gone very well for me, and I've lost the back end. Oh, just lost it. Oh, we had such a good opportunity there, and I lost control of it at a very critical point. Danger Man may have... Oh, no. So Danger Man may have blown up their car, but they slid into a lamppost. Should have been better than that from me. Yeah, that was poor. I was going to say we had a good start, and if it carried on, we could well go and take a big lead. We wouldn't survive. Oh, Amy's gone and done a very similar thing to what I did, with a bit of a locked brake and slide off the circuit. Gliska and Shadow have been caught by the water. It falls to Longbow, who is going to get around victory. He's going to get to about the same place, and into the drink it goes. It is around victory for Longbow, gradually increasing power in that one. Yeah, we've seen some better handling and some slightly faster cars, but errors. Shadow again, consistency from the pickup in that. I think it'll be 4th place for the pickup truck. So yeah, some consistency going on. Silly error from me. Should have been better. There was a bit of a lag problem at the start though, which wiped out some vehicles. I was going to go and have an investigate. Oh yeah, the 800 series have hugged a tree. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. So, we head on to our next run. There have been a smattering of, again, some suspension upgrades, some power increases to the majority of the cars. 2 big noticeable changes are mine is becoming more and more a Frankenstein's monster. I wanted more rear-end grip, so I've put the sort of tail end from the Group 5 race car, but I can only do 1 upgrade, so I've not really got the rest of it to go with it, just the wing. More noticeable, perhaps, is the jet-powered pickup truck. I should point out, this here has 2,400 horsepower. But I'm not sure that... I think Amy is terrified of it and ready to get out of the way. I'm not sure control is going to be for the order of the day. This will be the last round before slicks are added, at least. So some control is coming our way. I am going to be curious to see how this goes. I mean, I don't really want to go on the snow with the bolide. We got away with it once, but it is very risky to do. The 800 series is trying to get away at the front. Ewan has understeered a little bit. Alright, we are going to probably have quite a bit of understeer, but I would much rather that in my car as it stands right now. Oh god, locked the brakes. Absol's having a bigger accident. Absol's visiting bits of scenery. Ewan is right behind us. I've got to be so careful with the brakes in this. It's so easy to get it in trouble. It's so easy to have little moments. The 2800 series are ahead of me here. Stevie's very sideways. We are relatively okay. Don't hit the pit. Stevie's hit the pit. Got away with it though. Can we... See, I'm kind of coasting a little bit through here. Shadows has gone wide. Oh, I wanted to try and get past Stevie, but can't do that there. The water is close. The water is definitely quite close. We're kind of hoping that Stevie makes a mistake because that's easier than trying to actually overtake. That was a bad place to go with Bolide down there. Here comes maybe the power of my car. There is another pit to try and avoid. I think we may be... are we further along? Maybe this is about where people have been getting so far. Here comes a good opportunity for the Bolide. It narrows here, though. Oh... Right, we've got to go. We've got to try and get past Stevie if we can, somewhere, anywhere. Get past this 800 series. Can we go around the outside? It would be an audacious overtaking attempt, and it's been too audacious. Thought I'd have the grip to get away with that. I did not. We were looking for somewhere. Should have maybe sent it to the inside. I thought I had much more grip than the 800 series, and we could get away with that. Stevie has now sank as the course dipped away. We definitely got further. We've got further along. Stevie will claim a victory in the 800 series. I tried. I did very much everything that I could do in that one. But, yeah. Stevie will win. I tried a brave overtake and it was a bit foolish, perhaps. But we did manage to pull away. We did manage to pull clear. By the looks of it... hold on, we're just going to... Gliska ended up in third, a little bit further back. Then it was Amy... Speed Beast, Longbow. Ewan is over here with the van. Rusky hit the rocks. I don't know where Shadow had fallen off. Funny enough, the turbine truck. It's probably somewhat difficult to drive. Once more, we line up, ready to go. Now, everybody is... Big upgrade times. Everyone is now on slicks. So, big news. There are now some more powerful cars going on. I mean, Shadows in the middle has about 400 horsepower. Speedbeast has 800 horsepower in the old full-size thing. I can't remember which version of it that is. I mean, nothing is even close to the 2,500 horsepower in the turbine truck, but we will see. It's been very curious, this one. My Bolide is pretty damn good, as you would hope it would be. I am actually now quite low on power. My one upgrade outside of the slicks was to give myself a reinforced engine, so next time out I can whack some turbos on it. Speed Beast is having an accident all on their own, and yeah, well, funnily enough, that wasn't going to go well. Stevie has just slid off on the outside. We are going to go try and find a way past Ewan, which we have done. I mean, I might only have a couple of hundred horsepower. Oh, not going to make that. Oh, we're going to wreck. Anyway, yeah, slicks on the snow is bad news for everybody. I think Gliska's had an off as well. Now we've got slicks on the dirt. Shadow's fallen over. Well, yeah, I mean, we just drove into that one there a little bit too hard, and I just couldn't get control of it again. Having gone from these sport tyres onto these slicks. Now, the downside with the slicks, of course, is that if you are on the snow, you are actually in a lot of trouble. You do not have the same grip. My steering is very heavily broken in this. Oh, well... Speed Beast's car is just out of control. And we were already going to die anyway, but yeah, we are gone. Ewan is going to get claimed by the water. Now, back up at the front, if we ignore all of the terrible luck at the start, we have got Amy currently being chased down by Shadows. Danger Man has just about survived. It looks like Longbow and Absol have had an accident together in this one, which isn't great. Oh, Absol with a bit of an unsafe rejoin, and a hubcap has popped off. Not sure whose. Possibly Danger Man's? Well, Danger Man's wheel has popped off. The water's going to claim both of them there anyway. They are all eliminated. Up at the front, it is still Amy versus Shadows here for the victory. And, I mean... They have got some technical sections still to come. So they've definitely got much further this time around, which is good. Which is what we want to be, was what we were hoping, what we were wanting to be seeing. There are some bits that can cause grief. This icy climb here is definitely one of them. Slick-tired cars are not great up on this part. Oh, Shadows with a huge twitch going on as they get slowed down for this next climb. Mind the pit on the outside, which is there. We will then round the next corner through. Now, there's ice patches everywhere here for these cars to come undone driving through. Really easy to lose control of your vehicle. Both have done a very good job of this, and it does get very icy through all of this section. The flood is going quickly now. Tight hairpin coming up for both of the vehicles. They've got to get it stopped, got to get it turned, and now start the climb towards the very top of this. Again, it gets very icy up on this climb bit. For rear-wheel drive cars, this is not easy to deal with. Both are slipping and sliding. Shadows tried to send it. Not going to send it enough. It will be Amy that crosses the line and claims a victory in this one. Shadows is second, and that will be that. Well, they got to the top, and they will be victorious in this one. So, with the power of slicks being quite immense, we've slightly changed the rules. Weren't quite expecting them to go up so far in speed, but basically, Amy has won, Shadows is second, the rest of us are going to keep going, and each time a car makes it to the top, or if multiple cars make it to the top, then that will be their finishing position. We'll keep going and see how it goes. But, slight tweaks to the upgrades, only the bottom two will be getting upgrades. The rest of us are sort of locked in with our vehicles, because we do reckon a few of these cars are going to be very much capable of doing this. The Bolide is quite possibly one of them, the Barstow might be able to do it, the 800 series and so on, so we're going to see how this one all pans out. But of course, what is important is surviving. I am hoping we can have a good launch and we can follow Gliska pretty much. We are off and we are underway. Now, Stevie has got to the lead. Oh, see, we got a little bit of like the Constantina nose to tail bumping going on against Gliska. Going to have a lift through there. Now, be careful of the snow. We know what happened last time around. We got hit with big understeer through here. It's difficult trying to find a way past. Rusky's having an accident. Oh, Rusky's having an accident, and we've been killed. Oh, I did so well at avoiding Rusky, and then, yeah, we're done. It's game over for us. In fact, Rusky's accident wiped out almost the entire field at that point. And somehow Rusky has got away with it. Gliska's got going again. There's no point. I'm stuck on the rocks. By the time I get my car off, it's already too late. So yeah, you and Stevie, Longbow, me, and Danger Man have all been killed in the same accident right there. The turbine truck is still going. Speed Beast has wrecked and is going to slide off the hill. Absol is leading the way. I mean, Absol has got a nice lead with their estate car, with the big V8 going on in that. The thing is, I actually probably have a worse grid spot now going forward, despite the fact I got absolutely nowhere because everybody died in that one. I'm hoping Rusky's truck dies. I feel like it is only deserved, and it has gone. It is sunk. Absol is going to be close, but I fear... Oh, it may get claimed here. Oh, it's going to be so close. Can Absol make it? They're just about skating through at the moment. They are ahead of the water. I mean, it's going to be... I don't think... Oh, don't run wide through there. Really easy to do... Oh, never mind. I was worried about running wide off the edge, but no, they found a lamppost instead. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. That is one. Oh, and the wheel came back down. Whoops. Well, there are no winners this time on Takeshi's Castle. So, after a terrible mess of a round, we are ready to go again. I am on the second row still. I don't know if I want to start behind Lombow's car. I don't know if that's going to get off the line very well. But there are a couple of upgrades for the vehicles on the front rows. We will see what happens. I still think the Bolide can do this. It may have issues with the later sections. God, it's trying to... Oh, dear, deal with this. Lombow's car's got a big wobble going on. Yeah, trying to cut through the traffic is never easy. We know there's going to be the big bump coming up here. Danger Man has been forced through the pit. Danger Man has had a van roll over. Gliska's sideways. There's a gap to the inside of Longbow. That's definitely going to be an opportunity that I'm going to take. Ewan's doing some gallivanting around, and Ewan's found a rock to crash into. Okay, not great for Ewan. Good news for me. There's one less car to try and overtake. So, Stevie leads the way. Well, we've already seen an 800 series make it to the top. So, we know that is probably going to be possible. It will potentially be built a little bit differently to Shadows's, but still. Oh, I wanted to go more for it through that section if we could. Now, the trick will be, we know how difficult it is to overtake. We saw when I was chasing Stevie earlier how difficult it was to overtake. You've got to be very, very patient. And I've actually got it a little bit wrong through there. Don't really like going across the snow. It's a bit of a gamble. Where is the water level going to be? Mind the pit through this. Oh, we are going to try and chuck the car. I mean, we're right on the tail of Gliska. Every time we think we can get a little bit of an overlap, the road's just not wide enough for us to look for a way past. Gliska may have a little more top speed than I do. We've already seen Absol end up in the post on the exit of this one. If I had been a little earlier on the brakes through there, I may have been able to get underneath Gliska's car. Couldn't quite do it. We're still there looking for a way past. Gliska looks like they got all out of shape. They gather it back up again. I think Stevie's possibly got this one in the bag. If I cannot find a way past the Barstow, we're going to go for it. It's super narrow, but we have done it. Just don't run wide through the next section. Come on, Bolide. We've got an icy climb to go here. This is not going to be good for the Bolide. It isn't good for the Bolide, but we've made it work. Gliska's still there. There's just that howl of a V8 in the background. Oh no, I've locked the brakes. Can't do it. Gliska's gone wide. We've both overdone it. Stevie's crashed. Stevie is upside down. Go, Bolide. Go! We've recovered. We're not going to make it. We've drowned it. No. It got all very dramatic. Oh, that was such a good opportunity. We pushed it way too hard at the very top. God damn, that was such a good race against Gliska. Holy crap, that was an astonishing race the whole way up. We found a way past, and we overshot it under brakes. Just too much speed heading up there. Couldn't stop it. Gliska spun. Stevie fell over in a pit. It's such a good round. No winners. But bloody hell, that was excellent. Well, after such an incredible race, we have to go again. We have to try again. It's going to be a lot more difficult from the back row of this one. It is going to be... We know this is going to be tough because we've got to deal with the traffic. We've got to hope for some cars sliding off the track out of the way. We saw how difficult it was to overtake vehicles around here. So, yeah, it's definitely not easy. The turbine truck I'm terrified of, but we're going to try and sneak around the outside of it. I put wheels on the snow and we can't stop. And that is why it is so difficult. I put the left-hand side on the snow. I thought I could get around the turbine truck there. So yeah, there we go. We are eliminated immediately. Snow is bad. Oh, Longbow has bounced and spun, and Stevie has, well, avoided an accident. Oh, Absol's wrecked massively. Stevie has got stuck in that one. Longbow's in trouble. I think Longbow may have got some sort of damage. The turbine truck is still going. Ewan has got to the front of the field here. So Ewan leads from Rusky from Speed Beast. Gliska is currently stuck behind Danger Man in all of this. Shadow is on the climb. Oh, with that. I mean, the turbine truck is so fast in straight line. Gliska's going to maybe be able to pull that up in time. Does a great job, actually. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Rusky slipped off the side. There was a bit of contact, but it was a good pass. It is very tough to overtake on this circuit. So Ewan continues to lead the way from Speed Beast. Will Ewan be able to get through? I mean, there's a few sort of dips that seem to catch these vehicles out. We've seen it in a few places. Longbow is now caught and gone. Gliska is going to pass at Speed Beast and does get a very, very good, again, a good overtake. It's difficult to pass on this one. Ewan to the lead of the race. Will they get past the dip here? Just about. It's going to be close, but they're going to make it. Speed Beast, has, well, lost control and gave a bump and a half. Oh, Ewan's wrecked and gone. Gliska's been eliminated by a Speed Beast's out of control machine in this one. It has got further, but I think it's going to succumb to the water here because you can see the water going down. There we go. Yeah, Gliska got crab bucketed. I tried to go around the outside of a shadow, and we saw the issue. Speed Beast has been caught. We will reset the water level. Yeah, Gliska got stuck in traffic. It does happen for some of these fast. I guess they did a really good job. Had they not got a bump from behind, they might have stood a chance. Now, this does put a lot of pressure on me because we had a terrible start. We now actually have a very good opportunity in the next round. So, as I said, this is about the best opportunity I could possibly ask for here. We had 2 upgrades, for which I've got reinforced engine mounts because all I needed was a variable boost turbo, and I'm pretty sure this car could have done it from the front row anyway. As it is, I've just got more power. Although more power might be more problems. I actually turned the turbos down because I didn't want too much power. Got reinforced block from earlier, so yeah, we're pretty much... If I don't make a silly mistake here, we stand a pretty good shout of being able to do this. We have a lot of power. Don't put the wheels on the snow. We learnt that lesson last time. Oh, locked the front brakes up a little bit there, though. That is something I've got to be very careful of. We are going to be going faster now, so I have got to be mindful of the brakes. Maybe I should have used... Well, maybe I should have used one of my upgrades on the brakes. Honestly, I didn't go for it because it was going to take... I would have mismatched brakes, and I didn't really want to go for that. I'm not too worried about the brakes. Maybe I should have been. I'm sure there is a lot going on behind me at the moment, but for now... I am focusing primarily on making sure we behave ourselves here. So yeah, we have reinstated the upgrades simply because a bunch of cars that were sort of locked in were not going to be able to make it. It just so happened that the rules fitted my vehicle. Pretty much before the upgrades were reinstated, me, Stevie and Gliska probably could have made it. The rest were not going to be able to. Stevie is there behind us. I mean, we've not pulled a million miles away from Stevie. I am being... a little bit careful, though. It's so difficult here because you want to go as fast as possible. Naturally, we're racing the flood, but making mistakes is so easy during this that you've got to be a little bit mindful. Like, I probably can be a lot quicker through here than I actually am being. We have seen, though, a couple of incidents into that lamppost, and, well, I fell off around the outside of there at one point. So, yeah, we are being just a little bit more careful. The 400 horsepower going through slick rear tyres on the ice, always dangerous. Stevie isn't that far behind so far. Minding the brakes. Oh, God. Don't do the same mistake that we made last time coming up here. Last time we massively overshot. This is a very, very dicey part of the course. We have made it. Stevie is still there. This corner here is a lot more of a corner than you realise. Now, and up here, we know there's a big pit on the outside. Stevie has avoided it. Oh, bit of understeer. We are well clear of the water, but there is ice to contend with, and the Bolide is not an easy car. Oh, to be driving on ice, on snow. Oh, God, Stevie is right there, because I just don't have the same traction and composure as an 800 series. Stevie is going to be looking. There's a lot of understeer for me here. Will Stevie be able to find a way past? God, the trick here is going to be don't make a mistake. We know there's other pits coming up. Oh, it doesn't turn. Really, really doesn't turn. Oh, no! Stevie's found a pit. Stevie trying to find a way past. Pushed it too hard. We can coast across the line. And it is going to be a third place for the Bolide. Yeah, I mean, we did take it a little bit easy. We did take it a little bit easy on that one. That was always going to be the best case scenario I could ask for, having had an off on the snow. Stevie is so unlucky. Just that 800 series, it just yearns to end up in a pit somewhere. Oh dear. Well, Stevie will have to now go from the back of the grid. That's probably both of our best opportunities at doing that. It kept me honest. It kept me honest. The difficulties with the Bolide as ever are quite high. But we at least get a third. Right, I am now no longer taking part, having got the Bolide into third. I think the one to really watch out for, well, Gliska absolutely should be able to make this one if they can get a clean run, as should Stevie. The rest, we don't know. Ewan's vehicle is apparently quite possible. Danger Man has 1,000 horsepower and, well, slammed the van. So the Danger Man's van might handle okay. Gliska's real goal here is going to be trying to clear the traffic, but of course the Barstow probably not the most powerful, not the fastest getting it off the line really. But there we go. Be careful. That's a Barstow towards a pit. Oh, they have survived. Ewan's met a tree and Ewan has fallen over. Stevie has got across the dirt. They got away with it. Okay, Speed Beast leads the way from Danger Man. Then it's Lombo and Rusky. Stevie, Rusky's almost fallen over with the D-Series. It's tipping and it's all a bit dicey. Gliska snuck past. So, I mean, there might still be a chance here. We know these cars are very, very capable now at this point. They are probably I say significantly faster than the water. So a terrible start might not mean game over, as long as... oh, Longbow with a massive accident. Bounces, lands, can carry on, but is in the middle of everywhere. That's very unfortunate for Rusky. Stevie, great save. Oh no, Gliska's tried to go around Danger Man and I think has slipped off. Oh, Gliska is perched on the edge of the cliff. Stevie so far with save of the day in that one, avoiding Longbow and Rusky's kind of accident through there. Now, the question is, will Speedbeast have the control to do this? Will Stevie be able to find a way past the van? Speedbeast has already lost a little bit of that lead here as we head down this section. Now, the water is pretty close. They're going to have to go for it. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible for them to do it from this point, but it's definitely going to be a close one. Danger Man has a huge crash across one of the pits. Gets away with it, though. Maybe struggle to make the corner, not quite. Does get it turned. Stevie has found another pit to go into. Oh, and Stevie is eliminated. Trying to find a way past the van. It is now Speedbeast continuing to lead the way from Danger Man. They are both very close to the water. Danger Man is gone. It now comes down to Speedbeast's vehicle here that has got... I mean, it's got a little bit of a lead. If it goes perfectly, maybe this is doable, because you've got a quite steep climb coming up here over the ice. Got to not make a mistake. Oh, and it's gone. The curse of the commentator. I mean, it has recovered onto its wheels, but it's going to get drowned in that one. To the depths with you. A great effort. Like 10 out of 10 effort. 10 out of 10 effort, but yeah, Stevie's save was astonishing to keep that thing on the on the road, which was very well done. We saw Gliska with some good saves as well. Danger Man did quite well with the van, and there we go. The grid will be reset, and they will try again. So we run again. We have got things to watch out for. Ewan has stripped off some doors. Annoyingly, Ewan has not done them evenly and done one side, because that technically counts as 2 upgrades, removing 2 doors. But what can you do? What can you do? We're going to start the flood countdown. Ewan, Gliska, possibly the ones to watch. We know Stevie's vehicle is quick. Ewan, Rusky quick off the line. The problem for Gliska is getting stuck behind a slow launching minivan. Absol actually got a relatively quick start with that thing. The D series is to the front. Stevie has got through relatively well. Rusky's having an accident on their own, has recovered it, but yeah, caused a little bit of chaos in all of this. Oh, there's a bit of a lock-up from the Barstow. Absol's had a twitch, possibly. Oh, it's a big crash. Absol's off the side of the cliff. Longbow leads the way from Rusky. Gliska is still there, patiently trying to find a way past. It is always so difficult to get overtakes in this one. So something happened with Speedbeast and Danger Man at the start, which we did not see. Gliska is going to have a look. Couldn't do it. Now, the question is Longbow's vehicle fast enough here to be making it? We saw it have suspension issues previously. There goes Longbow. Here goes Rusky, Ewan, Gliska. Stevie is there. They are all fighting, trying to find a little bit of space. And it's tough. As we've seen, overtaking is super difficult. Ewan's gone wide. Gliska's almost gone wide. Saved for the Barstow. Ewan is off. Shadows. Crazy jet turbine truck is still going. Longbow is leading from Rusky. Rusky's got a little bit wide. Stevie's looking for a pass, can't make it. Now, Gliska does have a bit of clean air to run in, can kind of go maximum attack. We'll need to try and make up time here. But of course, easy to make mistakes while you're trying to make up time in this one. Longbow leading the way. The water is rising. The Barstow is quick, as you would expect, down here. The D series is doing pretty well at the moment. It's probably holding up the 800 series, if I'm being honest. This section is narrow through here. Stevie has had an incident of some description. Don't quite know what sort of incident. Rusky has had an accident. Gliska has tried to avoid Rusky having an accident. That's so unlucky. That is so unlucky in that one. It now falls to Longbow. Will Longbow be able to make this with the Miramar? Or with the, I'm actually not sure what name this spec of Miramar has got going on. Oh, it's icy. It's slippy. I mean, if you've not got this far, then you don't know how your vehicle is about to suddenly fare in these conditions. Longbow is now got to get it slowed, and does for this next section. Mind the pit. Oh, it survived. Can it find some traction enough to get going? It does. Longbow is going to have to really send it because the water's going to rise and the water's going to claim. Oh, it would have been tough, I think, for Longbow to get through there. I think it would have been difficult, even without the moment on the pit. That being said, yeah, because that bit there's a little bit flat. Longbow got very, very close, though, in that one. A great effort for Longbow. Gliska desperately unlucky. And, yeah, we saw something, I think a lag incident may well have taken out Stevie there. So, we've got 2 more rounds to go here to see if anyone else can make it. Vehicles have got, well, some have got a bit more power. Some have had a body style change. Speed Beast has changed to be lighter. Danger Man's taken off a lot of their van. I'm not sure that's the way to go for the van, though, because when you lose all that weight over the rear, traction becomes an issue. We will have to wait and see, though, how this all pans out. Absol's vehicle is not too slow getting up here. If it can get a good launch and stay out of trouble, it might be doable for this. Shadows is immensely fast in a straight line, but it's very difficult to drive. So there are your leaders. Stevie and Gliska have probably still got the best chances here. Ewan's had to try and avoid, and Ewan's clipped a rock. Yeah, Gliska's got a load of understeer through there and had to bail onto the dirt path, which is, and has found a rock on the dirt path, and it has fallen over, and Stevie is twitching all over the place. So, Danger Man has got some straight line speed, and this, been an overtaking attempt, and Speed Beast has eaten a lamppost, and that's gone poorly. So, Absol leads from Shadow. Could it be possible to see Absol get their vehicle to the top of this? Could the Turbine D-Series make it? Danger Man's van has not spun yet, amazingly. Might struggle to make that corner. Has run wide. Has kind of given Longbow some grief, and Stevie some grief as well, because it is just so difficult to take alternate lines when they're, Absol is playing it very dangerously. The Turbine Truck is still there. I mean, the Turbine Truck will come into its own later on in the course, but for now it is a little bit dicey. The van is there. Longbow is there. Stevie must have fallen off at some point. I was busy watching the battle up at the front and wasn't watching to see what happened to the 800 series. So this is a section where the Turbine will probably be quite good. It's got 2,500 horsepower, remember. It's very fast. But, of course, control issues are a big thing in this. And it's absolutely obliterated itself, and debris lines the track for Longbow, who punches through relatively well, actually. That could have got a lot worse for Longbow in this one. Absol continues to lead the way, is in a good spot here. Longbow is dangerous and has sunk. Absol's gone very wide and has recovered it. Just about not recovered it. Absol's gone. They were in a great spot, and it's fallen over, and it falls to Danger Man in the vehicle I thought would be an undrivable mess. I really did think it would be an undrivable mess in this one. But it has not been so far. Can Danger Man navigate the ice? Can Danger Man avoid the pits and the snow? It has recovered. Now, we've seen Stevie find some pits in various places. We've seen Longbow find the pit as well. Danger Man has got turned in. Not too bad. Now, this is the section. If you can get past this bit, you're in good stead for the final part. It's going to be super close here for the stripped out van, and it is clinging on to the road. Now, Danger Man has 1,000-something horsepower, I believe, in this. It might not be enough. The water's too close. The van is swimming. It is sunk. Too much time lost early on for the van. Much better. I was not expecting that performance from the van, I'm not going to lie. Much, much better performance from the van than anyone could have expected. But, yeah, the van is undoubtedly hard to pass up there. But it was pretty quick. Absol would have been in a very good spot as well. Could possibly have made it, but a small mistake in just running a little bit wide. And that was the end for them too. So, this is the final round. Can we get a fourth car to the top of the hill? Quite a lot of vehicles have gone for roll cages in this one. Gliska's got a roll cage. Danger Man's added a roll cage in it. I think Shadows may have added a roll cage as well. It's just, like, a lot of people are happy with the power figures. It's just about getting composure. Speed Beast is taken off the body, which I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's going to go well, but then also I didn't think Danger Man's would work, so I'm not going to say too much, but I do think that's probably going to die. But let's find out. We will start the countdown. We will see how things go in this one. Yeah, Speed Beast's thing looks very, very iffy. Absol gives Gliska an almighty shove off of the line. That's actually quite helpful to get the Barstow going in this one. Longbow with a flappy tailgate is going to go to the inside of Ewan, try and look for a way past here. Oh, I did misspeak. Dangerman's van has only got 850 horsepower. It hasn't got 1,000 that I thought it did. Oh, Longbow with a lot of understeer. Oh, Longbow has caught Stevie and Dangerman an unwitting victim. Stevie amazingly still okay with that, despite the fact Longbow bounced off the roof and bonnet. Stevie is still going. That's amazing. Right, up at the front. Gliska leads from Absol. Ewan is in third. Rusky is fourth. I mean, they've had a clean start up at the front here, which is kind of what they needed to do in many ways. Oh, Gliska's found a pit, and Gliska's lost a drive shaft, and Gliska has got nowhere to go on that one. Absol got quite lucky managing to just push that out of the way and not take too much steering damage. Ewan is now in second. Rusky in third. Absol's overcooked it, and never mind, Absol's off as well. It's Ewan versus Rusky now up at the front. Who is still going? Shadow is going with the turbine truck. Stevie is going with the 800 series, and Stevie spotted a gap to get past and does in this one. Speed Beast's out of control. Well, Chassis is looking for a way past the turbine truck. Stevie's overdone it and may well slide off the circuit and does. The turbine truck is caught, and that is that. Absol bent steering in that crash, I would imagine, with Gliska. That might explain why their vehicle struggled. So it's now Ewan versus Rusky. They're in a good spot here. I mean, they maybe lost a little bit of time. They're a little bit further back than Gliska and Absol, but still in a fairly good spot here. That being said, you see how close the water is through this. It's got to be spot on here if they're going to make it. The water's super close, and it's got them. They were just not far enough ahead. They were just not quite far enough ahead in that one. They have both been sunk. And, well, there we go. Very unlucky for Gliska with that one. Stevie also caught a Longbow having an issue at the start. Yeah, always super tough. So there we have it. 3 cars did make it to the top. Stevie honestly should have made it to the top in the race against me. Unfortunately did not. There is the turbine truck. As cool as it was, funnily enough, put a big jet engine on a truck and it doesn't go very well at all. Yeah, Gliska just ran wide, put a wheel into the ditch and couldn't get it out again. And Barstow, notoriously weak drive shafts in that one, was a problem. We saw Longbow have steering issues early on. And yeah, Dangerman had nowhere to go in that one with, yeah, Longbow bouncing off of Stevie's car. Unfortunate for them, but as ever, a very good challenge, this one. The Bolide was a good choice. I think it was a solid option. I feel like it could have stood a chance of winning this one had we been a little bit luckier. But the BX, the 800 series, were always going to be strong. But there we have it. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.